And now, a Shakespeare in the Arb exclusive. Hello Chris, how are you?
I'm great. Here we are, mid-production.
Yes, the show is going on over there and we are back forest, if you want to call it that way, because it's not a real theater and not a real stage. Back forest it is then. And tell me, tell the viewers for that matter, about the character that you are playing right now and the one you've done in the past so far.
Tonight I'm playing a role of an officer and jailer. I arrest the queen, hold her captive, read her sentencing, kind of carry out the king's bidding, even though I don't agree with what he's doing. I am the enforcer, I guess, if you will, for Leontes and his crazy plans tonight. Other nights, if you were here, you could have seen me play Polixenes, who's the king of Bohemia, one of Leontes' childhood best friends, who Leontes accuses of betraying him. And redeems himself by the end of the show. He's falsely accused, of course. I would never do anything wrong.
Except sabotage your son's own wedding with...
Yeah,
sort of.
Being a little shit.
Okay, so tell me, what has your approach been to playing both characters?
Whenever playing Shakespeare characters, I focus a ton on the text. You read the text and study the words over and over again, and that's where I usually get the manner for how you're going to deliver it. Are these words flowy and poetic? Has this character thought this out? Or if the words are very punchy, very consonant heavy, this is a character who's angry and really driving a point home. So I almost always focus on the words. Shakespeare wrote the language to drive how I'm going to deliver a given scene, a given character.
Definitely. Is that what you did for both characters that you played?
Yes, yeah.
Great. Now, out of both characters, which one? Because this is the first night you're playing this character, right?
The first and only night.
The first and only night, so it's nice. You get a little cameo, an extra part to play.
No practice, really. No rehearsal. Just learn the lines and do it.
Well, I don't think anyone would mind, really. I mean, it's good. Because nobody knows exactly unless somebody's seeing the performance twice or something.
It'll be a fresh take on it for me and for everybody else.
Yes, and everyone would... There might be a little discomfort because you don't, but I mean for you, everyone else knows what to do, but hopefully
it'll add to the excitement.
Yes, definitely.
I won't appear to be going through the motions, that's for sure.
So, did you, compared to this character, you probably have liked the King of Bohemia, Polixenes' character a lot more, right? Because you played him more?
Yeah, certainly more comfort with playing that character. I've done it a bunch of times now. We're late in the run of productions. It's our third week performing this show, so I've had a lot more time to get used to the other one. And Polixenes is just a really interesting character in a lot of ways. He does a lot, there's a lot of variety to him. He's falsely accused, and so he's kind of a victim in the first act. The second half of the play takes place in his kingdom, where he's more in his own comfort zone, and you can see that he's, maybe not such a clean and squeaky individual. He's got his flaws as well. They don't really come out in the first act, but in the second act you can see that he has some faults to his ruling style. He's very unkind to his son, the prince, pretty unrelenting, a bit tyrannical in some ways.
Now, how was it sword fighting with Camillo?
So we threw in a sword fight just because it'd be fun.
Was it? It's not in the script though.
It's not in the script to have them sword fighting, but it's kind of a casual banter scene, and we're looking for something that these two could be doing. We already had the premise that they're out going for a walk or something to get some exercise, and they come across these shepherds in the field while they're on their walk. And so while they're out for exercise, they could be practicing their fencing. So it's not a serious fight, and we make that very clear from the characters. They're pretending to fight. They kind of laugh in between. Ah, good job, sir. That's a point for you. And then ready, and then back to it.
And those were added dialogues, of course, right?
We choreographed all the fencing to fit the dialogue.
Right. So the dialogue was the same then?
Yeah, the dialogue was as Shakespeare wrote it. And at points where we thought the characters could do a little fencing, and then maybe the conversation takes a turn. They do some fencing, then take a break. Back to more kind of conversation. It's very bantery conversation. Quick hitters back and forth between two old friends.
Right. That's great. How is it like being in the Arb acting out here? You've done it like what, 7-8 years now, right?
This is my 8th show in the Arb. Makes me the longest one still here doing it.
You're a veteran.
Most people graduate after 3 or 4 years of doing the Arb show and leave.
You must really love it.
I did grad school and then got a job in Ann Arbor and became friends with the director, Professor Mendeloff, and she's kept me around.
And you're not an actor by profession otherwise?
Just for fun.
Just an actor by hobby, right?
Absolutely, I do love it. And, I mean, where would you rather be on a fine summer evening here?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's some animal down there. I don't know.
A snake in the grass?
Is it? I don't know. Okay, well, things that happen at the Arb, right, to surprise us.
More of the joys of outdoor theater.
Well, is there anything you would like to say to our viewers before we sign off here?
Oh, no. If you're ever in Ann Arbor in June, I couldn't recommend coming to a show more.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Chris. All the best for tonight, and the best if you play Polixenes anymore, all the best for that as well. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
All the best.
He's a competent king up until the play begins, but ultimately he's kind of a spoiled little rich boy, and it's one thing if you're 5 years old, you throw a tantrum, you spill milk.
Right.
When you are 35, you spill blood.